Hello and welcome. It's Japan, and we have a Smackdown review here from May 30th. Show I'm gonna say is just kind of a random bag of stuff because obviously we have the Money in the Bank qualifying matches and stuff like that, and we have some Money in the Bank matches in general that they're building up. But the rest of it kind of seems like they're just kind of throwing some stuff out there to try to figure out what sticks and doesn't stick. So I guess we'll see what that goes. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. Right off the bat, we were in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's important because that is Bianca Belair's hometown, and she was back temporarily. Obviously, she's still hurt, so she's very limited to what she can do. But I like her story that with Naomi and Jade Cargill. I really this could be like one of those storylines that could have been really, really good, like top tier, but because of injuries, between the injuries that Jade have had and then the injuries now that Bianca has, it's been so stretched out that it's just kind of like it's there, but like not as hot as it used to be. But overall, still like the segment. Bianca just kind of turned down Naomi again, being like, we're not friends. And then Naomi going absolutely crazy, which is just great heel work that she's been doing. I think it's a fun character for Naomi, and she's doing great with it. Obviously, the crowd's connecting with it in, negative way, booing her and stuff, but like, obviously, care enough to boo her is always kind of a good thing. So I put this up as a good start, S tier. Nothing bad about it. I'm excited to see this storyline whenever it does get complete, which is probably going to be down the line. Next up, we had the qualifying match. It was against Naomi, Jade, and Nia Jax. This was like a heavy hitter match, and it definitely doesn't disappoint. We got the strength all over the place, and yeah, I think they made the right call here. Naomi definitely deserved the win here. Obviously, Jade Cargill hasn't really got the extreme. I don't even know if you want to say like good start. She had a phenomenal rookie year. Obviously, the injury at the end of it really wasn't the ideal situation to be put in, but everything else was great. I mean, two-time tag team champ, was in a lot of major storylines, WrestleMania match. Like everything else rocks up to a very, very good year. So I don't see anything bad with it. Obviously, it would have been nice for her to win here, but I think Naomi deserved it. Nia Jax had the title, done some good stuff. Not really that type of match is. A ladder match is going to be good for her because it's going to be high flying and high octane, and she's decent in the ring. But obviously, her downside is always her speed. She has that strength down, everything else, but it's definitely the speed. I put this match up in an A. It was really entertaining. Um, it was a great match. I really figured it was going to be a great start of the show by doing this, but yeah, I was wrong. We go to an R-Truth segment, him calling JC Mateo uh, Zolo Sikoa's husky kid. That was top tier. Like if I was gonna just put that in its own rating, it'd be S tier. But it ended up with a R-Truth and JC Mateo match. It was kind of a squash match. Obviously, they're not gonna let JC Mateo lose to R-Truth of all people. I do think the R-Truth match and John Cena match that was worse than this match, but I still can't probably put it higher than a D. We had Jimmy come in with the save, kind of like that. I think we'll probably get a maybe Solo and JC Mateo, R-Truth, Jimmy Uso match next week. Maybe that could set up a decent tag match to kind of get us to the Money in the Bank. I don't think I would be too upset with that, but yeah, I don't think I could put it higher than D here. Then we had a giant tag team segment. Obviously, the Street Profits coming down as champions. Fraxium coming down and saying that they wouldn't have lost if it wasn't for the Wyatt Sick. Debatable, but obviously, I want to see this match again because I love Fraxium. They're my favorite tag team, so I really want them to win. Obviously, it needs to be the right time at the right, the right moment. But obviously, then we had Motor City Machine Guns, and we had got DIY come down with Candice LeRae, which this tag division is stacked. We know it. And then the lights cut out and the wide sick attack. I kind of like them being around this like tag team division. It's a very solid division. Give them a lot of stuff to do. They have enough men to even have like a 8-man tag match, or they can split up and have two different tag matches in the same night with two different crews. Obviously, DIY would be a perfect team to also go against because they have Candice LeRae, and we could add Nikki Cross. So I think there's a lot of cool stuff that can happen with this. So I'm not really against it. I'm gonna put it up in the A because I'm cautiously optimistic that this storyline is gonna be something that turns out pretty well, but you never know. So good at that. Also, this episode not sponsored, but I'm drinking coffee and I'm describing. I'm taking a sip. I don't know. I've had a really bad cold all week, and I've already tried to film this video like 7 times, and I have to keep restarting because I just go on a really bad coughing attack. So if I pause, it's just because I'm trying not to kill your ears with coughing, and editing it together will not be fun either. So I figured the best bet is just to try to take this in one nice little take, even if it takes me a little bit longer. It'll be okay. Next up, we have what is it? Oh God, Javon Evans and Phoenix. Why could I? I'm looking at his name and it just not register versus Los Garza. Javon Evans is just an absolute talent. Obviously shown here. Great job. I can't wait to see him in that fatal 4-way at Worlds Collide. Deserves all of it. I mean, obviously he would even be like, I could see being a call up next year. He needs more work on the mic. I think he'll be a little bit more confident, especially if he gets like a title opportunity or like the hold one. I think he's been doing solid stuff. So this match was just absolutely insane. The bounciness, obviously, Las Garza is a very underrated team. They do a lot of good stuff out there. They might not have the aura or like the backing that everybody else likes, but if you're gonna go put a team out there to make the other team look good and them look good, they're a good team to go against. Ray Phoenix is continuing being awesome, and yeah, I was really excited about that. So I'm gonna go put that up in A tier. That is probably where the show should have ended for me, at least. Obviously, there's some other stuff that's not bad coming up, but it definitely did not get good. But I guess we'll go into it. So then we had Zelina Vega versus Alba Fire. I don't know. I don't know what's up with Zelina Vega. Now, I've seen her in matches and she's done other stuff, and I've never really fought anything bad, but this is back to back just absolute stinkers. And Alba Fire is pretty competent in the ring, and I thought she did a pretty decent job. Like, I'd probably give her performance like a C plus, but Vega just didn't do much, and the crowd was dead. I think that was also the problem. The crowd just could not give a shit about this match. I think part of it to me is that I don't know why these aren't title opportunities. Like, they could easily just have it as a title defense and it would look better. It would feel a little bit better. You'd have like a sense that something could happen, but obviously nothing happens. So putting this in D, just not it. Then after that, we had a vignette with Julia that looked good. Her English is getting a lot better, which is awesome because Julia is just a fucking bomb. And then we had her and Zelina Vega have this backstage thing. Obviously, Julia's first thing that she's doing is the Money in the Bank. I don't think she's going to win, unfortunately, but this should be her thing afterwards. She should dethrone Zelina Vega. That's it. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. That title should be hers at SummerSlam at least. I think it will be Evolution that they'll have the match, and she should win. I'm gonna put that in S tier because I like it a lot. Next up, we had Damian Priest come down, talk about the whole Drew McIntyre feud. I think he tried to save the ending that happened Saturday Night Main Event. Just wasn't it. And him talking that he wants to go after Jacob Fatu. I don't know. I used to always kind of be a Damian Priest fan, at least enough to be like, I like seeing him and stuff, but this whole thing just absolutely stunk. I'm gonna put it down in D. I mean, I would be fine with a Jacob Fatu Damian Priest match at Money in the Bank because, spoiler alert, but Jacob doesn't qualify, so they could easily run this match at Money in the Bank. But man, do I not care that it's Damian Priest in here. I'd just be happy to Jacob Fatu to have a defense and a PLE type of thing. But man, it's just not it for me. I don't know what's up with it, but hopefully stuff can change around. Next up, we had the final match of the night, which was Andrade versus Carmelo versus Jacob Fatu. I thought the match was pretty good. Obviously, had a lot of outside stuff going on. And, I don't really think that's a bad thing. Obviously, Bloodline stuff is always going to be like that. I was kind of surprised that Andrade won. I don't think I like out of the three, I thought he would be the one that had the least likely chance. Not anything against his wrestling, it's just who he was going against. I figured Carmelo would be the obvious choice to pick, and they're the young guy, the upstart, can do a lot of crazy stuff for a ladder match. Jacob Fatu could also do a lot. Obviously, the U.S. champion, so it makes sense not to put him in there so they can use him in a different spot. But still would have been a good idea. I thought this match was still pretty solid altogether, though. I'd put it up in B. Then we end the show. Cody Rhodes, John Cena. Obviously, Cody Rhodes comes down with Jey Uso. They talk about all the stuff, and then John Cena interrupts him. Logan Paul comes down. I thought all the good back and forth. There was a nice build up for a small feud that literally just kind of started last Saturday, and it's going to culminate next Saturday, so about 2 weeks. And I think it's fine. Obviously, nothing in it is crazy or of substance. It's just a tag team match to get a bunch of big names on the card. Not opposed to it, honestly. I think I'll enjoy the match. It's not going to be anything too crazy. It's probably going to end with Cody Rhodes pinning John Cena, so he has an opportunity for a rematch at SummerSlam if they want to go in that direction. I guess it's fine. I don't really have a problem with it. I think it's an interesting choice, but I think altogether, I mean, I like it. I like this feud. It's nothing too crazy, but nothing too bad. I put it into A. Even though I have a lot of stuff up in A, a lot of it is just the segments, and S tier also is segments. Probably put the show into a B. Wasn't the worst thing. I just think that middle dragged really badly. It was kind of a pain. Like, it pained me to watch the middle of that program. And I don't know. I don't know what's up with the women's mid card and even the men's mid card. It's a little stale right now. So hopefully they can get it back on track. Obviously, Money in the Bank takes a lot out of you, and hopefully after this they'll get everything back together. But yeah, that's with SmackDown. We do this every Friday, or I watch it every Friday, post it every Saturday, do it for Raw and Evolve, and I have a bunch of other wrestling videos. We have double videos to the end of the month, which is today. But hopefully we maybe we'll continue that for June. Just to try to get that watch time up because we're going for YouTube partner and all that good stuff. So if you guys enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry about the little bit of the off energy and stuff that I normally have because I'm trying not to have a coughing fit and trying to get this video done. But I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.